All right, so you may recall that in a previous video that I made maybe like a month ago, I talked about the fact that Logan Paul's Prime Hydration, as well as KSI, because they're both part owners of it, they were being sued by the U.S. Olympic Committee. By the way, that lawsuit is not over. That lawsuit is still playing out. Probably going to be really expensive. And now I'm here to report to you guys that Prime Hydration, Logan Paul's company, is being sued once again. Let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. They're actually being sued by Lionel Messi. That's right. So for those who don't know, Lionel Messi is a famous soccer player, one of the biggest and well-known soccer players in the world. And I'm not going to lie to you, this lawsuit is actually hilarious because he is suing Logan Paul because they got mad at him for copying their Prime Hydration drink and basically creating a copycat version called Moss Plus. And that's exactly what it is, folks. It is a copycat. So I just think this lawsuit is actually really funny, but can't feel too bad because this is Logan Paul we're talking about after all, and KSI. But anyway, so here's what the article says. It says Messi's drink company sues Logan Paul and KSI's Prime Hydration over anti-competitive claims. What does that even mean? Okay, let's read some of the article. Moss Plus by Messi drink distributor Mark Anthony International is hitting out at Prime Hydration for being anti-competitive in a new lawsuit against the sports drink company. Back in June, Major League Soccer player Lionel Messi launched a new drink company, Moss Plus by Messi. It features 4 flavors and is available in both bottles and cans. Logan Paul and KSI's fans almost immediately began to notice the similarity between Moss Plus and Prime Hydration, calling out the brand on X for being a ripoff of the sports drink. On October 8th, 2024, Moss Plus by Messi distributor Mark Anthony International filed a lawsuit against Prime seeking a declaratory judgment to confirm that Moss Plus is not copying Prime's bottle design. Okay, let's just go ahead and look at it. And I'm going to pull this up on the screen and you guys tell me, okay? Because it says right here, the main reason why they're suing is because they want a declaratory judgment to confirm that Moss Plus is not copying Prime's bottle design. They want Prime to say, hey, you guys are not copying us. Never mind. That's the lawsuit. That's the whole lawsuit. Okay, now you guys tell me. So let's put them side by side. Okay, so this right here is Moss Plus. This is Lionel Messi's drink. This is Prime Hydration, okay? So as you can clearly see, basically the same bottle cap. I mean, their bottle cap is a little bit skinnier, but it's basically the same thing. The font is essentially the same. Their font is just slightly different on Prime, a little bit skinnier, but it is basically the same font. It's that loud font that kind of stands out and catches your attention. And the colors are exactly the same. You could get green and pink and blue and all that, same colors. In terms of, if you look closely at the bottles, you can see there are these 5 white lines, these like clear lines or whatever. There's like these lines in the bottles right here on Moss Plus. Oh, wait, well, if you look at Prime, it's got the exact same line. So I just feel like, and I'm not a genius or anything, but just using the vision that I have, it kind of seems like these two products are similar. You know, it actually almost seems like if I went to the grocery store and they took the Prime wording off the bottle and they took the Moss Plus wording off of that bottle and they put them side by side, it's almost as if I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Neither would most people. And that's exactly what it is. Most people would not be able to tell the difference. Let's make no mistake here, folks. This is absolutely a copycat. But I still think it's funny that they are trying to fight and say, basically, hey, we're going to sue you until you say that we didn't copy you. Because for those who don't know the backstory, this is where it stems from. If you remember the Impulsive podcast that just happened where Mr. Beast was featured on it, basically Mr. Beast brought up something about Messi. And KSI and Logan Paul both said, oh, no, we don't mess with Messi. Like, we're not friends with him. We don't like that dude. And the same thing happened with IShowSpeed. There's like a clip of IShowSpeed basically saying, you know, screw Messi. Messi's copying us. You see how Messi basically made the exact same product. And there's no doubt about it. He did make the exact same product. But the bottom line is this lawsuit stems from Logan Paul, KSI, and IShowSpeed, even though IShowSpeed is not being sued. But basically, Logan Paul has vocally said that Messi's Moss Plus drink has copied their Prime Hydration. And Messi and his team are like, okay, well, we don't like that. We're going to sue. So let's just go ahead and continue to read the rest of the article here. So it says here, in the lawsuit, Mark Anthony claims that Prime reached out to the drink distributors shortly after launch with the demand that they cease sales of Moss Plus by Messi until they change the packaging. The distributor also claims that Prime has threatened to sue for trademark and trade dress infringement. The lawsuit argues that Prime is seeking not only to prevent fair competition, but also is trying to monopolize functional packaging elements that are commonplace in the hydration beverage industry. It goes on to explain that Mark Anthony contacted an experienced survey expert to figure out if there was any likelihood consumers would confuse Prime and Moss Plus by Messi. Unsurprisingly, the survey demonstrated no likelihood of confusion at all between the two products, which further supported Mark Anthony's position that confusion is not likely. It reads, okay, I don't know how much they paid this so-called experienced survey expert, but obviously they paid him or cut him some sort of deal or whatever they did. This guy is clearly biased. Because if you seriously mean to tell me that you hired an experienced survey expert to figure out if there was any likelihood that people would confuse Prime and Moss, and you showed them this picture right here, you must be crazy. Like, this looks exactly alike. Like, what are you talking about? This is the same thing. Like, I can't lie, it is. But it's still funny that they're suing Logan Paul and KSI over it. Let me show you guys something else, too. Because the other thing that I want to point out as well with Prime Hydration is you would think that most of their budget or most of the money that they're making from selling their drink would go to their expenses. And you would think that a lot of those expenses would be, paying your employees, packaging the bottles, making the product, something like that, right? But no, from the looks of it, it looks like 85% of their freaking budget is going to lawsuits. Here's an article right here that kind of details all of the different lawsuits that Prime Hydration is involved in. Let's just go ahead and take a look. You got this one right here. Castillo versus Prime Hydration, that's one. Caesar versus Prime Hydration, that's two. High-Tech Pharmaceuticals versus Prime Hydration. Kennedy versus Prime Hydration. You got another lawsuit right here. You got another one right there. That's like six. Then you got another lawsuit. Keep going. Then you got the U.S. Olympic, committee lawsuit. So Prime is just getting sued left and right by everybody. And then not only is Prime Hydration being sued themselves by so many different people, Prime Hydration is suing people. Like, Prime Hydration right now is involved in a lawsuit with a very popular boxer named Ryan Garcia, and they are suing him right now for defamation. So I just think that's so funny that the bulk of their revenue doesn't even really go to it doesn't go to any other expenses except for a bunch of expensive lawyers and court documents and court filings and different things like that. I just think that that's so funny. But yeah, that's what's going on. Prime Hydration is once again being sued. And I think the other thing that's hilarious about this entire situation is Prime is being sued because another company decided to copy their product. But on the other hand, Logan Paul, Mr. Beast, and KSI copied somebody else's product called Lunchables. They copied Lunchables and they made a copycat version of that called Lunchly. And I do think that at some point they will probably be sued by Lunchables. I can absolutely see it happening. And you know what? It's hard for me to feel bad for these people because this is what they wanted. They don't want to be happy-go-lucky YouTubers anymore that are just making cool and fun content that their viewers like. They wanted to get into the business world. This is what happens in the business world. The business world is very, very scandalous. There's a lot of lawsuits. There's a lot of lawyers. There's a lot of court documents, paperwork, a lot of competition, a lot of copying in this space. Like, there's a lot that goes on, and this is what they signed up for, so this is what you get. So, yeah, anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on this Prime Hydration lawsuit. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, please don't forget to like, share. Well, you got to share. Just like the video and subscribe to the channel. That is the main thing. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, that's today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.